If you've ever looked at your pocket change and spotted a United States quarter with the date 1788 and wondered if it could be worth real money, you're not alone. Many collectors and beginners get excited when they see that old date, thinking they might have discovered a hidden treasure. But here's the truth, that most people don't realize this coin is not actually from the 1700s. Instead, it's part of the famous 50 state quarters program, and the Maryland 1788 quarter was officially released in the year 2000. Now don't lose interest just yet, because even though it's modern, some versions of this coin can still be worth far more than 25 cents. And today, we're going deep into the value of the 2000 Maryland quarter with a D mint mark, especially in circulated fine condition, and whether it can bring you real money in today's auction market. Let's start by understanding what this coin actually represents. The 1788 on the coin refers to the year Maryland ratified the US Constitution and became a state. The reverse design features the Maryland State House in Annapolis, one of the oldest state capitol buildings still in use. This design carries historical importance, making it attractive to collectors, even though millions were produced. In fact, the Denver Mint alone produced over 556 million Maryland quarters with the D Mint mark. Coin no. That's a huge number, which means most of these coins are very common in circulation today. Now let's talk about value, the part everyone cares about. If you have a Maryland 1788 quarter with a D mint mark in circulated condition, especially in fine grade, the reality is straightforward. Most of these coins are worth between $0.25 and $1 in today's market. Coin no. Yes, that's right, just face value or slightly above. Even coin value charts confirm that typical circulated state quarters from this series rarely exceed a few cents over face value, unless they are in exceptional condition with coinvaluechecker.com. So if you were hoping your everyday coin is worth hundreds or thousands, that's unlikely, but don't stop here, because there's more to the story. The real value comes into play when we talk about condition, rarity, and errors. Coins graded higher, like uncirculated or mint state, can sell for anywhere between $2 and $250 depending on quality. Coin no. But here's where things get interesting. Some rare error coins have sold for serious money at auction. One famous example is a Maryland quarter struck on the wrong metal planche, which sold for around $140.95 at auction with coinvaluechecker.com. That's the difference a rare mint error can make. So what kind of errors should you look for? Collectors often search for double die errors, off-center strikes, missing details, or coins struck on the wrong metal. These errors are rare, but when they appear, they can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. However, if your coin is simply circulated and shows wear, like flattened details on Washington's face or scratches on the surface, it will usually remain in the low value category. Let's talk about grading for a moment, because it plays a huge role in determining value. A fine condition coin means it has noticeable wear but still retains clear details. In this grade, your Maryland D quarter is still considered common. The highest prices are reserved for coins graded MS67 or MS68, which are nearly perfect and extremely hard to find in circulation. Now imagine this scenario. You find a Maryland quarter in your change. It looks shiny, has sharp details, and no scratches. That's when you might want to take a closer look or even get it graded, because that's where the real money begins. But if your coin looks worn and used, it's still a great collectible, but not a jackpot. Another important factor is demand. The 50 state quarters program was one of the most popular coin programs in US history, with millions of people collecting them. Coinvaluechecker.com. Because of this, many coins were saved early, reducing scarcity. That's why most circulated examples don't carry high value today. Still, collectors love these coins because of their history, design, and the thrill of hunting for rare varieties. So what should you do if you have a 2000 Maryland D quarter? First, check the condition carefully. Look at the high points of the coin, Washington's cheek, and the dome on the reverse. If they are worn, it's circulated. Second, check for errors. Use a magnifying glass and look for unusual features like doubling, missing letters, or strange coloring. Third, compare your coin with recent auction listings. This will give you a realistic idea of what buyers are actually paying. And finally, don't rush to sell unless you're sure it has something special. Because here's the truth, while most of these coins are common, a tiny percentage can be incredibly valuable. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know when a simple quarter in your pocket could turn into a collector's dream. To sum it all up, the Maryland 1788 quarter with a D Mint mark and circulated fine condition is usually worth between 25 cents and $1 in today's market. But if you're lucky enough to find a high grade or error coin, the value can jump into the hundreds or even thousands. So before you spend that quarter, take a second look. Because sometimes, the smallest coins carry the biggest surprises. And if you enjoy discovering hidden value in everyday coins, make sure you keep searching, because the next valuable coin could already be in your pocket.